This video ties up the loose ends, frequently asked questions, and where to from here. Award changes and equal pay are still important if you have an enterprise agreement. All these changes cause lots of upheaval. So for workplaces where there's a collective agreement, it's important to check that the rates of pay are still at least the industry minimum standards. It's also important to know how your pay rate sits in relation to the award for when you are bargaining your next collective agreement. Agreement pay rates must at least match award and ERO rates. If the enterprise agreement rates are lower, then either Category 1 or Category 2 must be applied. If the agreement has a different classification structure, it's okay to continue to use that structure, but you need to notionally translate your PD to the SHADS award and you need to monitor your rates over the life of the agreement. Agreements remain in force after their expiry date until they're either replaced by a new agreement or terminated. Conditions continue to apply where they're different to the award, provided there's no reduction to the National Employment Standards. When a new agreement's negotiated, pay rates and annual increases have to at least match award and ERO rates. Pay increases in July and December 2013 are based on a formula similar to the examples provided earlier. Each July and December, new rates will be available from the Fair Work Commission, the ASU and employer peak bodies like Jobs Australia. Tables will show you how the new pay rates will be applied to both Category 1 and 2 employees. The new pay rates will apply to the classification you hold. Take a moment to review this summary. It's simple really. This applies for SACS-VIC, TAS CSA and State Clerical Admin Awards. Where the state rate is higher than the SHADS rate, you'll hold 2 classifications. Where the state rate is lower than the SHADS rate, you'll hold only the SHADS classification. Where your EBA rate is higher than both the state and SHADS rates, the EBA rate will apply. Where the EBA rate is lower than both the award rates, then whichever is higher of the state or SHADS rate will apply. If your employer does not translate you, or you don't agree with your new classification or pay rate, then you should raise it at your workplace. Then you can appeal to either or both the Fair Work Ombudsman for wages and the Fair Work Commission for classifications. Your rate of pay cannot go down. You cannot be paid less as a result of translation. The current state and federal governments both back equal pay. The federal government has committed to fully funding their share via direct program funding and in funding provided to the states. The Victorian government has repeatedly committed to fully funding the ERO increases for community workers. The Tasmanian government has made similar commitments. To find out more about funding supplementation, visit the links in our downloadable resource sections accompanying this video. There are lots of places to get more information to help you further understand the transition to the modern SHADS award and to find out about how equal pay will affect you. The Fair Work Ombudsman has a web page about the translation principles referred to in video 2. They also publish current award pay and conditions guides. Call them on 131394 or check their website at fairwork.gov.au. You can visit the ASU VicTas website, asuvictas.com.au, or speak to an industrial representative on 1300 855 570. The Fair Work Commission at fwc.gov.au provides information and avenues for dispute resolution and reclassifications. They also have lots of info online about the ERO. And to get information on funding supplementation, go to the FAQs website, Fair Pay for Social and Community Services Workers, SACS funding supplementation, and follow the links to frequently asked questions.